I'm 17 and I'm crazy. My uncle says the two always goes together. When people ask your age, he said, always say 17 and I'm insane. Antisocial, they say. I don't mix. It's so strange. I'm very social indeed. It all depends on what you mean by social. You're not like the others. I've seen it. Social to me means when I talk, you look at me. When I said something on books such as this are so important because they have quality. The others would never think to me.
We're living in a time when
Mildred, you didn't put in the alarm.
flowers, police alert, wanted, fugitive in city, has committed murder and crimes against the state. Name, Guy Montana. Occupation, fireman. Lost.
War has begun.
Another nightmare. 20 years have passed since the catastrophe. The bomb. The war. It destroyed everything. The remaining survivors built a new society in the corpse of a world once destroyed. We struggled to survive. We had to start all over again. There was nothing left from the past. Fortunately, we didn't start exactly from the scratch. Some of the remaining survivors kept the books with them, and we were able to find more books while searching for more survivors. Thinking of the past, and seeing what I've done, I've lingered for many years for a way to repent my sin, to show appreciation to people who made me of the present days. But somehow, I did not know how to. I lived a quiet life, alone, trying to not think of the mistakes that I made in the past. In the past few years, I've only kept a minimal amount of words I could speak to communicate with people. I helped others build a new community. Everyone lives their own lives, trying to not think about the past and not to repeat the past. We are living in a whole new world now. No government interfering with our lives. No restrictions. However, the smart ones, the knowledgeable ones, the educated ones started ruling, and less knowledgeable ones started to follow. Maybe it was just me, but I've noticed ourselves crumbling back to our old past. I've always been alarmed about sleeping. Every time I go to sleep, I always pray to God that I would not have another nightmare. But God still seems to be mad at me, even after 20 years of consecutive nightmares. I could not remember the last time when I actually had a good night's sleep. Every morning, I will wake up with sweat covered all over me. Sometimes I will wake up in the middle of the night with heavy breathing and a flushed face. The same nightmares every night, but I can't seem to overcome it. I can't seem to move on, bound into the past. It always starts with, "Are you happy? Are you? Are you happy?" Then the voice fades. I see Clarice McLaren. I will see myself and Clarice talking to each other, both of us staring at each other's face in curiosity. I can hear her speaking to the old me. And all of a sudden, I go into darkness. Nothing could be seen, just words whispered into my ears. I will go back in time when I was a fireman and see every act of guilt I made, every people I've burned along with their books. Every books I've burned, I have burnt a trace of a man, the path of a man written, their existence. I'm having no trouble with the way the world goes around now. People have the right to express their opinions, their thoughts to the public. The leaders respect everyone's opinions and do not try to reinforce ideas into us like the past government. Similar like the past, however, people seem to be connected to technology. Now, there are things called smartphones and smart televisions. I'll never bother to use one of those pieces of technology. books are all I need in order to continue my life. I wish I could ask the professor on some of the materials that I am reading now, but I sadly believe that he has made his way to heaven. Without him, I would not have met the people that brought changes to me and to the society. I would not have survived the bomb if it weren't for these people in the first place. I am thankful, but I also wonder every day why God rescued a fireman that once loved the smell of kerosene and the man that didn't care when thousands of books were burnt. I am still wondering why me. All I can do now is to write our past and warn people, remind people to not repeat our past, but also to remember our past.